Alright, what's going on, guys? Turtledude here, bringing you guys a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay commentary, and I want to talk to you guys about something that I really hope Infinite Warfare addresses, and also just like some other hopes I have for Infinite Warfare, because Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is coming down to the end of its life cycle, and there's a lot of things I would like to say positive about this game. Because I actually really enjoyed Black Ops 3 for the most part during the beginning of its life cycle, but I really tailed off from it towards the end of its life cycle, and I remember I had probably about 7 days played before I originally reset my stats the first time because I was really bored of being Prestige Master. I think I was like level 293, and currently I'm sitting at level 280 again. I could probably actually be at level 1000. I know you guys are probably going to say, yeah, but level 280 plus level 290 doesn't equal level 1000, but you have to think of all the other prestige levels and all other kind of stuff, because it should equal to around level 1000. So I've played pretty much a lot of time in Black Ops 3. If I'd actually add up both my accounts, I mean, not accounts, but both my times played, it'd be somewhere around 13 days, which, I mean, isn't a huge amount of time. And actually, a lot of people would beg to differ and say that's not a lot amount of time at all. But personally, that's about how much I've put into the game, and I honestly did enjoy the game for the most part, like I said in the beginning. But as the game progressed and the year progressed, the game got a lot more buggy, and just things just don't really work right now. And that's the first thing I really wish that Infinite Warfare will not be plagued by is bugs, and what I mean is game-breaking bugs. I don't know how many of you have actually experienced currently in this game the crashing whenever you call in wraps. Like, it just lags you out of the game, and it's not all the time, but it's like if you have a Wraith wraps and like other kill streaks up, it's like the kill streaks break the game. I don't think it's anything to do with like the specific kill streak, but I think it has to do with the amount of streaks are on the map. So, like, let's say, for example, like, you have 3 UAVs, 3 countering UAVs, and all of a sudden a RAPS comes in, and it drops all the balls, and they haven't started exploding yet. I think that is what causes it to crash, because there's like an overload of stuff going on in the game, and the game can't handle it right now because there's a bug in the game. I'm not really sure. I could be completely wrong, but that's at least whenever I noticed it, because if there's no other kill streaks up, and I call in a Wraith and a RAPS, it doesn't crash. But all of a sudden you start hearing like hostile UAV, hostile counter UAV, you know, friendly UAV, friendly counter UAV, and all this other stuff going on. All of a sudden it just like lags me out of the game, and it just, you know, I get a free loss, nothing. I don't know if things counted or not, but it gets really stupid, and I just wish that, you know, they would do something to fix that. And I don't know. It's really annoying because it makes you feel like you can't really use the wraps anymore, and that's kind of like why I've resulted to actually not running the wraps as often, and I switched up things like the Wraith Hater and GI unit and stuff like that. But anyways, we might as well get off of that. The second thing I'm really hoping for Infinite Warfare, and this is probably the biggest thing, because I'm mostly a solo player, because most of my friends, you know, they play COD at the beginning of its life cycle for a ton, and then once it comes to like the middle to the end, they don't play as much at all. And I kind of just play year round just because it's really like the only game series I can casually hop on from time to time and play, like multiplayer wise, since, you know, it's once you learn COD, you never have to like you're never really gonna lose what you have. You know, like you're not gonna get extremely rusty. You might be rusty for a few games, but you're never gonna be extremely rusty again, like you once could have been. But you know, normally you keep your skill level throughout taking breaks and stuff, and I don't really have the time anymore to be grinding video games 24/7 because of college, work, and everything like that comes with life. So basically what I'm trying to say here is, if you guys can't tell already what I'm about to say, it's the team balancing. I absolutely despise the team balancing in Black Ops 3. If you are a really good player and you have really high stats and you know, oh, right here I just epically fail. I was trying to take him out silently, but Vision Pulse guy, of course, the guy to the side. If you're in a lobby, and let's say there's a bunch of noobs and some average players, it's gonna put all the average players on the other team. If you have like if you have some really good stats and you're a really strong player, and then you have to carry 5 Timmy No Thumbs on your team, and it's not a fun experience. And it happens, I'd say, about 8 out of 10 games. 9 out of 10 games. It's not 10 out of 10 games, because there are some games where I'll be able to drop like 93 to 8, like this gameplay, for example. And I'm not going to say, you know, like, oh, well, it's, you know, I should go party up or something, because that's stupid. I shouldn't have to be forced to play in a party if I want to have good players on my team. It should just be randomly balanced. If there's people partied up, they go on the same team. If not, just randomize it or whatever. I don't understand why they have to take something that wasn't broken and break it. Like, I think Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, all the recent Call of Duties, except for Advanced Warfare because of skill-based matchmaking, which we're not going to talk about. We already know. I don't think skill-based matchmaking is going to come back in any Call of Duty unless if it's in an arena. But I really think that they need to keep the lobby balancing to what it used to be in the past. There was nothing wrong with it. No reason to break it now. I still think Black Ops 2 had like the best system for matchmaking, in my personal opinion. That's the game I had the best experience with matchmaking on, and I had some competitive games, I had some really easy games, I had some average games, everything. In Black Ops 2, you had the jack of all trades, basically, and that's why to this day I still absolutely love Black Ops 2. Now, another thing I just like to talk about here, speaking with, game modes and all other kind of stuff, Ground War, I am hoping that they keep to kill confirmed team deathmatch and domination. I don't really want to get into this topic too much because I know a lot of people have a love in their heart for Safeguard to play Ground War. I don't understand why. I think it's one of the most boring game modes because 50 points per kill, and it's really just chaos. I just don't really enjoy Safeguard. I think it's overly voted for, and to me, it just ruined the Ground War experience. And I think that's the reason why there's only 1% of all players are in Ground War. I don't know if you go back to Black Ops 1 days, and whenever that game was in its prime, or Modern Warfare 2, you had about 10 to 15% of the population playing Ground War. Now it's 1%. Maybe it's just the maps aren't designed anymore for Ground War. They're too small, they're too linear, anything like that. I don't know. But I just don't really care for Safeguard, and that's why I'm not playing Ground War. I strictly played Ground War for all the years before this year, and guess what? I'm not in it because I don't like Safeguard. But that's just me. I don't think Safeguard's coming back in Infinite Warfare, and if you did like Safeguard, all power to you. Congratulations. You like a game mode, I don't care. I'm just giving you guys my opinion on that. Now, some other things I really like. I want score streak diversity, and whenever I say this, I mean, I've seen like 14 score streaks or something like that, or however many are in the game. I don't really think that's enough for me, personally, because I like score streaks. I like playing with different streaks and stuff like that throughout the games that I play, and I think that the game that had like the kill streaks I could switch up the most with was easily Black Ops 2. Most of them were AI controlled. You had a lot of different selections to use. You had your hunter killer drone if you wanted to go low streaks. You could use like UAV hunter killer and stealth chopper, and that was a pretty fun kill streak setup. You also had things like hunter killer, lightning strike, and hellstorm. Just like little streaks that don't take a lot of time to use, but I was never really a fan of using HCXDs and stuff like that, and that's just because I don't like to take the time out and drive it around just to find people and stuff like that, and I always just, found that I could get higher streaks in the HCXD, so I never really used something like that. But I think that Black Ops 2 really took out some of the really fun streaks in the Call of Duty franchise, such as the escort drone and the Warthog from Black Ops 2, the Swarm, the K9 unit. I personally like the K9 unit more than the RAPs because, they come in through the map, not through the air. They're a ground-based streak, like 100% pure ground-based, and I really miss that. But I really miss the score streak diversity, and you had all these different streaks you could run. And what I really miss about Black Ops 2 is that there were perks in the game that pretty much everyone would run, and that meant that you would not see counter streak stuff too often because of how important other things were for the class setup. And in this game, it's like you have black cells on every class. You have like blind eye and cold-blooded people use a lot, engineer. You didn't really see that stuff in Black Ops 2, and I kind of think that the kill streaks really got a hit in this game, and they were really just so easy to counter, and I also really miss toughness. I really wish they would just remove view flinch in general, keep it like it was in Black Ops 2 with toughness across the board, because it takes away that randomness of a gunfight you get into and multiple people taking you on, and it really shows who the better player is in the gunfight. That's just my personal opinion. I think that's another reason why I was really good at Black Ops 2. And I think it's because toughness really made me stand out across players that really did not have necessarily the greatest of aim. Whereas Black Ops 3, it's more of just pre-fire and just spray. I mean, honestly, if you hit the person, they're going to fly up, and there you go. You hit them. Congratulations, you pretty much won that gunfight. It didn't take too much aim, and that's one of the things I just cannot stand about no toughness being in the game. But anyways, that's pretty much my opinions on what I'd like to see come back in Infinite Warfare and some things they'd like to do. I'm just giving constructive criticism. I'm not saying that anything is terrible, except for the bugs. That there is no reason why Black Ops 3 should still be like this buggy as it is. I think Black Ops 3 is the buggiest Call of Duty of all time. And please remind me if there's another Call of Duty that was buggier than this game, because I just can't remember a Call of Duty this buggy. But anyways, hopefully they fix some things and hopefully they improve as they continue throughout the year. I'm really looking forward to Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. Now I'm going to be doing a Modern Warfare Remastered multiplayer guide for all of you guys. I'm starting to get some editing done for some different aspects of that, so hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's commentary, please drop a like and as well as subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in the next commentary. Peace out.